I know it's hard to appreciate with all the wires and everything hanging out, but you can see against the black cloth there this plume of smoke that's coming out, and you don't hear the motor so much. I've tuned the motor and I'm tuning the heat settings, and I've loaded this thing with about 3 times the normal supply of fluid, so I'm hoping it'll last a long time. Now the other test I want to do, and I don't know if this will come out or not, is this. I can't make it. I can't figure it out. There it is. It is. I have to just sit it just right so it seals properly, but it is. If I back away, maybe. There you see it. So we can split the smoke, and I took it down to about 8 volts. I don't know what the fan's on. The fan's on about 3 volts. Because 5 was just way too much. It was chuffing, you know, like crazy. Even if I take it down to 30 miles an hour, you're getting about the same amount of smoke. The fan speed's about the same. I don't increase the fan as we go faster because these generators in these diesels pretty much had a constant RPM, at least the best I can tell. I do remember now hearing RPMs laboring. The things would labor with a load, but I don't know how I can do that. I guess I could raise the voltage a little more on the fan. I'll see. I'll play with it some more. But the point is, the fan smoke for the diesel is functional. There it is, okay? It does require the 2 boards, but shut that off for now. As I showed you over here, I can put the 2 boards on one piece. My challenge is getting them to fit, but the boards themselves fit. You see that? They're tight, but they'll fit. So I just lop off the ends of this and fasten it down somewhere and it'll fit. Now, I still have a problem here. I'll show you the truth, okay? The soundboard fits back here, but where I had it in the middle, it doesn't fit. It will not pass through there. And the same for my control board. The control board is not going to fit here in the center. And you can see on the frame how it's notched out for the center. The center's pinched in. The plastic is pinched in and everything. So if it's pinched in, it can't fit. It has to be back here somewhere, okay? These just may not fit back here. I don't know, unless you could go on their end. Nah, that'd be too tall. So I'm still screwed. Still having a dilemma. Maybe I can put the sound back there and put these up here, but where's the smoke? You know what I mean? It's starting to get a messy thing. It's the way it is. I understand it. I could stack these differently. You know, I could put one up and one down or something like that. You know, change the orientation, make it an L shape maybe, and they could fit in the center. They're not that big a board. I do have a smaller mount for them that almost fits. Look at that, almost fits. If they don't stick out, well, let's see. Well, no, they stick out. Crumb. Okay, well, I'll have to figure it out. Oh, and I got this on. I wanted to show you this. Be a little beauty. So there we go. It's a loop. It's almost like a spring. It rubs on the tire, and the tire can go in and out, and it doesn't matter. I've given it plenty of room, and it flexes and all that. This covers the gearbox. Screws all loose yet. Covers the gearbox. It does all that. Doesn't seem to interfere with anything. If this is closed, that's fine. The doodad fits up. You can see here it only goes up part way. It doesn't even cover the wheel, so that's not going to be any interference. So I think this is pretty close to ready. I got to work on my how I tighten this down. This metal is so not strong. I'm going to have to work on getting a better screw tightening system. I don't want to overdo it, but I may have to replace the screw with something more substantial. Okay, so that's that. Layout issues still in the mix, but they got the smoke system figured out pretty well, and it's the smallest one I could put in there. I could make it a little shorter, but I don't really want to because I think we're going to need the volume. But I thought you'd like to see the smoke actually working, the one that would be in the, the diesel, and see it's a different, longer and thinner. This is for the steam engine, that's for the diesel. That's part of the packaging differences. I changed the, this was for high smoke. This one is for a little lower smoke. That was a 10 ohm, this is a 20 ohm. So it's gonna take more heat to create smoke, but I keep the heat down so you actually get less smoke for a longer period of time. So I thought that was a fair trade. We'll see. We'll test it. We'll get plenty of chance for feedback, okay? And let me know if you hear something screwy, tell me, all right? I'm working on this here, so I'm just working on it. Okay, later, gang. Good night.